Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we have a reading for Taurus. Looks like there is somebody that it's like I keep seeing someone like going up to the edge and then like stepping back, like, oh no, that's like kind of scary, terrifying, whatever. Because we've got two knights here. We've got a Knight of Wands, and then we also have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, which can indicate setbacks or delays. And then right in the middle, we have the Page of Cups, somebody who wants to make a love offer or admit how they feel. And there's just some like, I don't know, maybe a little bit of fear that's holding them back or a little bit of concern in terms of what am I going up against and who else is involved in this situation, right? So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far, Taurus. Thank you for joining me. Let's start with the Morgan Greer and see what we have for you. Five of Cups, Hierophant, the Sun in the reverse. Somebody is feeling like whatever conventional beliefs or things they were taught by their community or by their family led them astray. They have had enough time to think about how things went down and they're a bit regretful. Hi there, Redbeard. How are you? Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome. Right back to you. You're so sweet. This person basically realized that they need to make their own decisions and they can't rely on others to guide them through everything, right? Sometimes you have to listen to your own intuition, or sometimes you have to break the rules. So I think this person was realizing that there were people that were trying to control or manipulate them, and it could be out of jealousy. So another way to look at there being two knights and the first three cards that I pulled for you, Taurus, we could have two gentlemen, or let's just say two admirers, right? That are interested in the same individual. And that would be the Queen of Wands. This could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Otherwise, the Queen of Wands is just somebody who's looking good, right? Um, The Queen of Wands is one of my favorite cards. This is somebody who has been through a lot, but has like learned from those situations, right? Figured out how to let go of things that are no longer fitting in their life, but also draw in the things that they do want in their life. So this Queen of Wands is perhaps a hot commodity or highly sought after, and that could lead us to believe that there's actually two secret admirers here. We have the Four of Wands and the World. Somebody feels like it's worth it to go that extra mile or go the distance for a chance at happiness with this Queen of Wands. The Four of Wands can indicate marriage. It can also indicate um, stability, right? Having a good foundation, building something with a good cornerstone or a good foundation where you don't have to worry about things going south. So, Taurus, we have somebody here that has let their fears or their insecurities, perhaps a fear of rejection, dominate their choices or dominate their actions. So, this King of Wands, which is the divine counterpart to the Queen of Wands or Queen of Rods, King of Rods, uh, isn't even facing the Queen, right? It's like, is she looking at me? Can she see me? I don't know if I'm ready yet. Hi, Zanab. How are you doing? There's like definitely a sense of regret tied to somebody not having the presence of mind to be confident where they could have been, right? So they decided not to move forward. They decided to walk away from something and not put energy or effort into it, either because they felt like there was too many other people that were vying for that same prize, or they felt like they just didn't want to put that much work into something, right? This Queen of Wands is not somebody that's going to tolerate subpar effort. Like you're either in it or you're not, right? High Priestess in the reverse. Four of Pentacles. And Temperance in the reverse. Somebody lied about this Queen of Wands or Queen of Rods. Tried to make it seem like she was, and let's not get too caught up on the genders, right? We all have feminine and masculine within us. So this could be however it fits your situation, right? But this Queen of Rods was different enough where there were people that wanted to talk about that difference and make it seem like a bad thing, right? So if you're a tarot reader, people are going to try to say that you're, a devil worshiper, that kind of thing. Somebody took an attribute of this queen and tried to make it seem negative in order to encourage this King of Wands to walk away. And as a result, the king ended up holding back and not admitting what those true feelings were. And then there was Temperance in the reverse. There was some instability, some sadness, maybe even depression, a sense that, they had gone the wrong direction. They had made the wrong choice. We're going to get a few cards from the Romance Angel Oracles. What else do we have for the Taurus reading here? So this king may have needed to fully cut ties with somebody from their past. We have release your ex and true love. There was somebody from the past blocking true love from coming in for this king. And there was a change that needed to be made before they could actually approach this queen with the passion that they have for her, right? So if you get your ducks in a row, if you learn your lessons and let go of the things that no longer serve you, then you get to pursue that love that is, transcendent. This is the Golden Lenormand. What else do we have for Taurus, please? For some of you, this King of Wands needed to let go of some sort of materialism, or maybe they were in a relationship that they knew they weren't happy in, but at least the finances were better with that person. Do you know what I'm saying? There is a sense that this loss that they've gone through, because that's what the mice indicate, this loss of some sort of home was not that big of a loss. It's one of those things where from the outside looking in, it looks like it's a big deal, but it's also something that has freed this king to pursue something that he actually wants to pursue. Excuse me. 33, the key. That looks like a new home for me. Dang, lots of threes. 23, 33, 3. So the number 3 is important for you, Taurus. Keep that in mind. We do have travel. I think I mentioned that briefly with the World card coming out. Somebody is traveling to a new home or traveling to this Queen of Wands in order to talk about how they feel. All right, let's get back to the tarot. This is the black tarot. Where do you think you're going? Yep. I think this King of Wands or King of Rods was involved, maybe even like not an exclusive relationship, maybe just a flirtation or a physical connection. Hi there, Natalie. How are you doing? Oh, dang. Yep. I've seen that pattern play out. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I do believe, though, that those of us that have to go through a little bit more sorrow than other people have the biggest hearts out there. This Page of Cups in the reverse indicates a retraction of a love offer for a Queen of Cups in the reverse. So this King of Wands needed to recognize that the love relationship they were pursuing, or that they were still semi-connected to, needed to be actually like released and let go before they could pursue this Queen of Wands, right? Because the Queen of Wands is a very different energy than this Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is what was holding this king back from something that they really wanted. May not be the only thing that was holding them back. Ooh, I love this. We have the sun in the reverse here, and then below it, the sun in the upright. So depression, or not really knowing what's going on, becoming somebody that's aware, somebody that knows how to make themselves happy, knowing that there is an empress in the reverse in their way. So they needed to let go of somebody that was manipulative. Now, this is also pretty interesting because we have the Emperor in the reverse and the Empress in the reverse. This could indicate that parents were an obstacle to this love match. There may have been some sort of age, race, religion, some sort of difference that made this King of Wands feel like it would never work out with the Queen of Wands. But then there was some piece of information that came through. Something that struck this king to his very core, that said, you're going about this the wrong way. You're pursuing what everybody else thinks you should, but not what you think you should. Now, what's wrong about that picture? It's your life. You got to live it the way you want to, right? We can be kind, caring, generous, and respectful towards those around us without making our decisions dependent upon what their opinions are, right? It's my life. I'm going to live it the way I want to. Two of Cups in the reverse, a breakup. Seven of Swords. I think this King of Wands had to be a little bit crafty in terms of how to break up with somebody, or lied about what the reasoning was for moving away from either this Queen of Wands or their Queen of Cups in the reverse. It might even be both. But there's a sense that being truthful might have caused more problems than a little bit of a white lie. I don't think this is a big, crazy lie. I think this is somebody feeling like, I can't really tell you the whole truth because then it's going to cause a lot more grief or a lot more trouble. Wow. Two of Wands in the reverse, King of Wands in the reverse, right below the King of Wands in the upright. Well, whoever you are, King of Wands, I'm sorry, because it looks like you learned a really difficult lesson through this relationship or through this person. For some of you, this is just your mom. But I think for the majority of you, this is an unhealthy, toxic connection that you had that was either primarily based on the physical or the financial benefits that you got from that relationship. You realized just how bad a decision it was to be with this person or to choose this person because they treated you in a disrespectful way. It has incensed this king. There is a lot of anger coming from this card. Might have thrown some things, said some things. King of Cups in the reverse, Eight of Wands. He completely lost his feelings for this person, didn't want anything to do with this person. I think they were lied to. I think the King of Wands realized there was an illusion here or some sort of outright lie that their relationship had been built upon. And that's what made those emotions or those feelings of needing to, do right by this person completely vacate, right? Like, I'm done with you. Like, I have nothing I can say to you. Not for all of you, but for some of you, there was an attempt to baby trap this King of Wands and either found out the baby didn't exist or found out the baby was somebody else's. There's something here that was like, there's no need to talk about it. It was that bad. I'm done. I'm leaving. And I don't feel guilty about it because you did this. You created this mess. And this Eight of Wands I'm taking to be the communication that needed to happen to end this connection, but also action. Because I don't know if you can tell, but we have somebody running away right here. I'm done. I'm leaving. Two of Swords, Five of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So Taurus, here's what I see. I see two people that lied to you about the same thing. Because we have somebody balancing on these two swords. It's like one person said, hey, I had to lie to the King of Wands about this. Can you like back me up? Can you like make it seem more believable? So there were potentially two people that this King of Wands respected or held in close regard that lied about a particular situation and then caused a really serious argument or a really difficult conversation to take place, where the King of Wands really needed to decide, what am I going to defend in my life? What am I going to fight for in my life? And what am I maybe ready to walk away from right now? All right, we're gonna, actually, no, I think we need this. We're gonna continue with the Hocus Pocus deck. What else do we have for Taurus, please? Queen of Swords or Queen of Lightning, and the Three of Candles or Three of Wands in the reverse. We've got somebody here who didn't expect this reaction, didn't expect this conclusion. This is likely an ex. The King and Queen of Swords, they can be divine counterparts, but they can also be like recent exes or, you know, I don't know, doesn't have to be recent, but this is somebody who is upset that their own shenanigans have come back to cause them consequences. I think they are pretty accustomed to not seeing the consequences of their own actions, so this feminine energy could be quite entitled. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. This is the King of Wands finally realizing it doesn't matter what I do, I can't fix the situation because I'm with somebody who just causes trouble all the time. Ten of Potions in the reverse, Ten of Cups in the reverse. Somebody's leaving home. I'm not going to stay here. I don't want to put up with your ish anymore. You are not worth all of this trouble. Then we have the Knight of Pumpkins in the reverse, same as the first three cards that we had. That last one was the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. That's what this one is as well. Delays, obstacles, setbacks, and then Six of Cups. Memories. This person betrayed me. This person lied to me. But I remember this other person that I still have feelings for. They did right by me. Nine of Pentacles or Nine of Pumpkins in the reverse. Codependency. I think this king is finally looking himself in the mirror and saying, if I weren't codependent or if I hadn't pursued a relationship that I knew I didn't have strong feelings in, I wouldn't have found myself in this position. This is growth. This is healing. Somebody saying, I know what went wrong and I can avoid that in future situations. So now we have the Sun in the reverse and the King of Candles, the King of Wands. You guys, every other, we have the King of Wands, but he's in the upright again. I'm very excited to see that. That means even though it was a difficult ride, even though it was maybe like a dark night of the soul, lots of betrayal, lots of lies, lots of disappointments, this King of Wands is coming out feeling more like himself and more comfortable moving forward because of this lesson, because of the truth that has come out. Okay, I can figure this out. I know how to move forward, right? Hi there, Drew. How are you doing? All right, we have the Two of Swords or Two of Lightning in the reverse, and the Queen of Potions in the reverse. We already had the Queen of Cups come out in the reverse. So the fact that this is coming out with the Two of Lightning in the reverse means this King of Wands knows exactly who he's dealing with now. There's no shenanigans, there's no illusions. I know that you lied. I know what you were trying to do. I know that you wanted to manipulate me, and you can't do it anymore. I'm too smart for your bullshit, right? And that's why somebody's leaving home. That's why somebody has lost their home, right? It might have been in her name, or it might have been a family home, whatever it was. This king is okay with leaving it because it wasn't really his to begin with. 9 of Potions or 9 of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Pentacles or 10 of Pumpkins. Page of Potions, Page of Cups in the reverse, same as this one up here. So we have somebody that isn't feeling bad about walking away because they know it's the right thing to do, because they have seen the truth of the person that they once wanted to be with as somebody that they no longer want to be with because they lie and they don't tell the truth about things even when they're caught. All right, let's get a little bit of additional clarity here for you, Taurus. This is the Crow Tarot. What advice do we have for Taurus, please? King of Wands. Why are you coming out as the King of Wands? Constantly, from like every deck except for the one I only pulled 3 cards from. You are ready to conquer something new. You are ready to fight for a new chapter in your life. You are not going to let people boss you around anymore. But there is something you're hiding. You're not telling people what your next move is, and that's probably the right choice. Hello there, Miss Christina. How are you doing? It looks to me like you know that whatever you want to work towards next, you don't need to tell people what your plans are. Moving in silence is something that you have decided would be the best choice for you, because with Judgment in the reverse, you know that you're dealing with somebody who is petty, that might try to seek some sort of revenge. So I say this all the time, try to keep your social media a little bit sanitized, right? You don't have to tell everybody your business. You can tell the important people your business, and you don't have to do that online, right? So we have Death in the reverse. 6 of Swords. 9 of Swords. There's something that hasn't ever ended, and I feel like it's this strong connection between the King of Wands and somebody, the Queen of Wands, somebody that actually demonstrated what a loyal, reliable relationship would be like, right? So there's a little bit of concern because we have an escape, we have getting into safer territory, and then now what do I do? How do I pursue this Queen of Wands after all of this drama has happened? By telling the truth. Page of Swords. Tell the truth. You don't have to tell the whole story. You don't have to say everything, but you do have to tell the truth. And if that works, then you get what you want, right? But if you lie, then you have to worry about what happens when that comes up, right? I feel like this King of Wands has learned over and over again the importance of dealing with people that are honest and genuine. And this has motivated the king to be more honest and genuine himself as well. All right, let's get a little bit of insight into the future with the Zodiac fortune telling cards. What else do we have for Taurus, please? We have, you have very good friends and something serious will be told to you which you must not believe. So rely on your friends. You might not want to tell all of them what you're doing, but you'll know which ones you can trust. And then there's also going to be somebody here that tells you something that you don't believe. Trust that gut instinct of not believing them. They're trying to manipulate you in some way, or they're trying to get what they want out of you, even though it doesn't align with what you want. So like this could be a family member lying to you about, they would cut you out of the will if you move away, things like that. Trust your intuition. Your intuition will guide you. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the next reading.